Did Alia Bhatt beg, borrow, and steal her way into becoming the Filmfare Awards' most awarded actress? We get into that and much more today. Let's get into it.
Listen up, it's jazz.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Hot Chai Pod, a podcast where we serve all of that sizzling Bollywood tea. I'm your host, Jazz, and today we are maybe a week late, but we are discussing a much requested topic from you, the teacups, which is how did Alia Bhatt become the most awarded Filmfare actress for the Best Actress category, right? She has now surpassed Nutan and Kajol to have this title of Best Actress from the Filmfare Awards. So we're going to actually walk through all the wins, and we're going to start probably backwards. So we're going to start with this year's Filmfare that just happened a couple weeks ago, right? And as a reminder, this is for all of the films that came out in 2024. And actually, the Hot Chai Pod did their own awards, and you, the teacups, voted on all these different categories, and we did an episode, I think, last December, if you want to check it out. Needless to say, I have seen most of the films that were nominated across all of these many categories, right? Best director, best screenplay, best songs, whatever, right? There's so many categories. The category that was drawing a lot of attention this year was Best Actor Female, and that is then broken into a critic's choice and a popular choice. So what did these nominations look like, right? For Best Actress and Critics, it was Prabhita Ranta from Lapata Ladies, Kareena Kapoor Khan for Buckingham Murders, Nitanshi Goel for Lapata Ladies, Vidya Balan for Do Aur Do Pyar, and then Alia Bhatt for Jigra. And so then, interestingly enough, Best Actress Popular, Alia Bhatt's also nominated there for her performance in Jigra. And Kareena Kapoor is nominated again, but for Crew, Kriti Sanon for Teri Baaton Mein Aisa Ulja Jia, Shraddha Kapoor for Stree 2, which obviously massive blockbuster film, and then Tabu also for Crew, and Yami Gautam for Article 370. I think we all have our own subjective opinions on what merits a winning performance. Brings us to the Jigra of it all. Should Jigra even be in the popular category? It was decidedly a flop movie. It actually was very unsuccessful at the box office, and I would not say that it garnered a ton of praise from anyone outside of the PR circles or, the diehard Alia Bhatt fans. So to see Alia nominated for both Best Actress in Popular and Critics, a little bit strange. Am I saying that it was a worse performance than anyone else nominated? Actually, yes. I am going to take the stance that Kriti Sanon in Teri Baaton Mein Aisa Ulja Jia, way more captivating of a performance, way more interesting of a performance where she's playing this robot so convincingly, might I add, and such a cool and very successful popular film, that should have been the clear winner. If not, Yami Gautam for sure, Article 370, she did a great job. So it kind of feels like a slap in the face to these performances in these films to have Alia Bhatt win this for Jigra. And on top of that, Jigra's not really nominated in any of the other categories, right? And also, interestingly enough, the film that walked away with all sorts of awards was Lapata Ladies because people really liked it. And again, it garnered a lot of attention. It was very successful, more so on streaming than it was at the box office. Box office is not the only measure, but there should be some sort of acclaim or popularity to be able to win these big categories. Prabhita Ranta for Lapata Ladies won Best Actress Critics. Deservingly so. Kareena Kapoor again was nominated for Buckingham Murders and she did a great job, but I think this year was for Lapata Ladies. So then, does this Alia Bhatt win for Jigra feel forced? And I think that was the general sentiment that was going around was, where did this come from? This movie was such a flop. It actually opened to such controversy because Ali was saying basically how she demanded to be in this film and Karan Johar had given her the script without the director even kind of approving it.
Stream of consciousness thought, sent it to Karan, and I think 6-7 hours later he called saying I've already sent it to Alia, and I was really not happy with it.
In my memory, we met first. You told me, and I told you, because I remember we were talking about some javelin throw.
Yes.
Something.
No, we met after that email, after you read that email.
Okay.
So Karan.
So there was some negative buzz around it, and you're kind of like, did you need to win this year? And the answer for them is yes. And when I say them, I mean Alia Bhatt, I mean her PR team, I mean Karan Johar, who has her back and supports most of her projects, because they wanted her to be able to achieve this milestone of most decorated Filmfare actress, right? They wanted her to achieve that. It had to be this year. I personally think they could have waited till next year. Give her an award next year. Maybe she'll deserve it for Alpha or something else that comes out, but maybe not, and they didn't want to chance it. It actually left a pretty bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And this was the same sentiment that was felt last year. But actually, let's take a little bit of a backwards look. So the first Best Actress that she won was in 2017, and this was for her role in Uttar Punjab. Fun fact, actually, Alia was nominated twice in 2017, so she was there for Dear Zindagi and Uttar Punjab. And this was alongside Sonam Kapoor in Nirja, Vidya Balan in Kahani 2, Anushka Sharma, Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, and Aishwarya Rai in Sarbjeet. So did she deserve it for Uttar Punjab? I don't know. It was an ensemble cast, right? I mean, it had a lot of different actors, Shahid Kapoor, Diljit, Kareena, like it was a big cast. So did she deserve it for kind of taking on this very unglamorous, kind of, hard character? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Sonam Kapoor could have won it for Nirja, but again, a little bit of a toss-up. And then in 2019, we see her win again Best Actress for her role in Razi, where she plays a spy. Great film. She had a great performance. And mind you, she beat out Deepika Padukone for Padmavat, Nina Gupta for Badai Ho, Rani Mukherjee for Hichki, and Tabu for Andhadhun in that same year. Was she better than all those other performances? I don't know. I may have given it to Nina Gupta for Badai Ho. If anyone hasn't seen that film, actually, I strongly recommend. And, that year, Razi also won Best Film, while Andhadhun won Best Film Critics. Going to have to contest that. Andhadhun was one of the best movies I've seen in years in Bollywood. It kept me on the edge of my seat. I made everybody watch it, so I feel like slightly robbed. And then Ayushmann Khurrana does not win Popular Best Actor for that. Ranbir Kapoor wins it for Sanju. And yes, Ranbir Kapoor did a great job in Sanju and as Sanju, so much so that he's starting to look like Sanju. And I challenge those who think that this was just a coincidence. Ranbir and Alia had been newly dating, and both of them winning this Best Actor award that year kind of was cementing them as a power couple of sorts. Just keep that in the back of your minds because it comes up.
We used to go out at night, he's like, wipe that off, because he loves the natural.
Wins again Best Actress for her role in Gully Boy. Now, her role in Gully Boy, she did a great job. She was very convincing in the role, but Best Actress, I mean, she could have been Best Supporting Actress in my opinion. That film is all Ranveer Singh, which he did win Best Actor for, thankfully. But to say that Alia's performance in Gully Boy was superior to Priyanka Chopra's in The Sky is Pink, Rani Mukherjee's in Mardani 2, Kareena Kapoor Khan even in Good News. Those performances were all much stronger and much more notable than Alia's role in Gully Boy, which was smaller. So for her to win over them, already it's starting to seem a little bit strange.
It's my opinion!
Then we get a little bit of reprieve. She doesn't win for a couple years. And then 2023, Alia wins for her role in Gangubai, Best Actress. And to that, I would say much deserved. I thought she did an awesome job, very moving performance. She carried the entire film, and she was actually better than the other nominations that were there that year. Not as notable. So for her, Best Actress Gangubai, go ahead. Then it starts to go downhill again, because in 2024, Alia Bhatt wins Best Actress for Rakia Rani Ki Prem Kahani. Best Actress for kind of like a social commentary rom-com. Fine, I guess. Notably, Ranveer Singh is the one who kind of carried that film, and he did a much better job than her. But of course, he was not going to win Best Actor that year because Ranbir Kapoor had to win it for Animal. Which brings me to, again, this idea of wanting Ranbir and Alia to win it at the same time. I'm not even making that up. Actually, Neetu Kapoor went out and said, fingers crossed, I don't want to say too much. I want it to be like 2019 when they both won Best Actor. I want that to happen again today. Did she predict it? Did she already know it was coming? Probably. So Ranbir Kapoor wins for Animal, much, much deserved. That's all fine and well. And we have talked about this before because I do believe Rani Mukherjee should have won for her role in Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. That was a very emotional performance, very impactful, so much so that she got the national award. But apparently she couldn't beat out Alia for Rakia Rani at the Filmfare Awards. it starts to become bogus. It actually got a lot of outrage last year. People were like, we can't trust these awards. Who's giving them away? Karan Johar is just kind of sitting in the back, which brings us full circle back to the Jigra of it all. Now, you guys, I saw Jigra. Like I said, this film was not impressive. It was actually so boring that by the end, I wanted to leave. My friends wanted to leave. I remember leaving kind of right as soon as the credits were rolling. I am not like that. I will watch the most boring shows, the most boring movies, but there was something about it that it just kept dragging on. It was anticlimactic. Her performance was almost, it seemed very amateur. It did not come across powerful in the way that they were hoping to. And the rest of the audience saw that too. That is why the movie was a flop. And that is why Alia winning this Best Actress award garnered so much hatred online and so much backlash, and everybody has been talking about it. And that's why I thought it was important for us to break it all down, because does it make sense? Is it politically motivated? And it does start to discredit if these awards mean anything at all. Before we get into all of the Diwali fashion, we got a very special announcement from Deepika Padukone and Ranbir Singh. They finally showed their baby Dua on social media. They took all these photos on Diwali. There's a photo of Deepika and Dua praying. They actually looked so cute that I saw so many comments being like, this is AI generated and this isn't real. And I actually think that they did finally make this public announcement because there were starting to be a lot of AI generated versions kind of speculating what the baby looked like. So I think they were like, okay, happy Diwali, here you go. This is what our baby looks like. And yeah, we all appreciate seeing it. Teacup time, we're actually going to mix things up a little bit because we had so many fashion polls for Diwali because there were so many events. Manish Malhotra's, celebrities at home, whatever it might be, and you guys answered. Not to mention, I put them all up. So we're going to go through some of them and see together which ones we liked and which ones we hated. First up, I have to say, very surprised that everybody loved Ananya Panday's lehenga. I mean, unanimous, 100%. And maybe I thought that some people would be turned off by the bra kind of blouse, but the color, the styling, it's very youthful, and she totally pulls it off. Next up, though, by contrast, Alia Bhatt at home for Diwali. Now, this is a very casual look, you know, with the kurta and kind of the sari pleated skirt. 18% said it was good for home. The rest are asking, like I asked, then why did you need a whole photo shoot? Because there was an extensive photo shoot and even a behind the scenes of the photo shoot for this outfit, which I don't think was merited at all. That's my verdict. Next up is Shraddha Kapoor wearing a very timeless outfit, neutrals, a sparkle of gold. You can tell she's at home. And most of you agree this is chef's kiss, no notes. Their surprising hit was Sara Ali Khan, this fusion kind of anarkali dress situation. It did capture your guys' attention, and I actually quite liked it as well. I thought it was very chic. So no notes from me on that. The next one is, okay, so this is Shokla Ambani, and she is wearing a kind of different outfit for this season. And I can't help but say it reminded me of a genie, which is why I put that as an option. And I'm glad I wasn't alone in that because over 85% of you also thought this was giving genie. So huge miss, not really the moment, but maybe it would be good for like a dinner party or maybe with a different blouse. I'm not really sure. This one was actually a little bit less obvious. Kareena Kapoor Khan in this long sleeve, white anarkali with all this beautiful work. I wasn't sure, does this fit Diwali or is this more Eid? Because you do see this silhouette and this kind of color scheme on Eid. It looks like you guys barely edged out and said Diwali. Fine, I'll allow it because she looks so good. And speaking of good looks, we have my boy Laksh, and he looked like hot stuff going to the party. Yes, he's in a black kurta. Yes, that is the brown boy. It seems like uniform occasionally. But I liked the work on it. It was still festive, and it does seem like you guys agree. But by contrast, we did not like Aditya Roy Kapoor's look. I didn't think it could get worse from the bearded look that he had all last year, torturing us fans. Now, we're seeing a man bun, we're seeing a ponytail. Maybe it's for a movie, I don't know. But it didn't go with this outfit either. It doesn't even look like he's very happy in this picture. Not a fan, definitely a disappointment. Wish I didn't even see this on my screen. We have Kriti Sanon in her lehenga with no dupatta. Very modern, very festive though, and you guys agreed, very sleek. I'm actually surprised at how many of you liked this, but modern fashion is having a moment. So yes, very much agree that she looked awesome. But by contrast, Tara Sutaria showed up with Veer Paharia. So I'm still not sure if this is a PR couple or if this is a real couple, because now they're even doing ads together to the point where it is kind of seeming like PR. But then they went on vacation in Italy. It is a lot of effort to be doing for a PR relationship. Maybe it's real, maybe it's a mix of both. I don't know. What I do know is we hated this outfit. In the same vein, this very, cleavage heavy, kind of skin tight outfit from Ananya Panday, not appreciated by you guys, voted that it's tacky. I'm inclined to agree, even though she looks good. I don't know that it's my first choice, or maybe the proportions aren't balanced, but yeah, definitely her other Diwali look won over this one. It's my opinion! Fashion roundup would not be complete without this photo of Alia Bhatt and Kareena Kapoor, and maybe this is Alia's redemption because she's in this very ornate, extravagant sari with jewelry and makeup, and I was curious if you guys kind of preferred that look or if you liked Bebo's look. And it does seem like Kareena Kapoor edged this out. Many of you said you did not like either outfit. Some people did criticize and say that Alia's outfit was more elaborate than what she wore on her actual wedding, which is true. But, she's allowed to dress up if she wants. Her other outfit was so simple. So I guess it's all about balance. And with that, teacups, thank you for tuning in. If you liked this episode, please press like below. Share your comments on the Jigra of it all, the fashion of it all, and we will be back next week. Bye!
Listen up, it's jazz.